Okay, hello world. How are we all doing? So yet another glorious day here in McCaw. Day in McCaw is like a day on the farm, or whatever it is they say. I do know that off by heart. I am obsessed with Aliens. It is a fantastic movie. Yeah, I watch it all the time. Well, at least I did when I was young. On the old VCR. But yeah, cool. We're going to play some more Arden today. That's the plan. That's what we're going to try and do. I got a thing so that we can I can at least attempt to keep track of the time. It's a 30-minute hourglass, so you know, maybe that'll help us stay on track. Today I'm going to try and do a few sessions. My last Arden video did incredibly well. I'm sure everybody loved it at 3 views. I don't think YouTube liked that one very much. Keeps on recommending it to me on my my other work account, and I'm like, oh my guy, I've already seen this. I don't need to see it again. Go show it to someone who's interested in a terrible dive into Arden. But no, it keeps recommending it to me. Thank you very much, YouTube. You are a beautiful little snowflake. So, at the end of the last fight, we'd scrapped with some rats, and as is form for all of our first fights, one of our characters got smashed. Now, one thing I noticed, also let me get the keyboard at least somewhat out of the way. I reckon the minute I put it out of the way, I will suddenly go, oh, I need that for something. But, you know, let's try. Okay, and I just saw that for Shadow Dark, they've got some Battle Zoo stuff coming. So that might be interesting. Because one of the things that I find kind of disappointing about the Shadow Dark book is that it's just the same old monsters again, and it really kind of makes the system kind of flat. I don't see what the point is. But the other bonus with, and if you've not seen Battle Zoo, it's done by Roll for Combat, and we've got a bunch of stuff for Pathfinder, and we've got a bunch of stuff for 5e, and now they're bringing it out for Shadow Dark, which, as a side benefit, means it'll be easy to convert it across to any OSR game, right? So that's good. That's cool. That'll be fun. I'll definitely pick up those books for sure, and see what we can do with them. Now this guy isn't painted, but he's our cleric. Gonna be our stand-in for our cleric. I got my paint stuff out for painting, so I mean I didn't get my paint stuff out for, like, I don't know, some humorous thing that I might also do with painting materials. No, I got them out for painting, but I've still not sat down and done it. Anyway, I was talking about how we took a bit of a beating. So Morblin, our cleric, got whacked in the first fight and has lost 4 points of constitution. It was all temporary loss, so if we get out, we can restore that. But we're only shortly into the dungeon, and we found some good stuff. But really, one of the big things that we need to remember is that there's this halfling gang here in this area, and they want to take all our magic items and 20% of our haul. So it'd be good if we could find another way out of this dungeon. And so yeah, we don't want to stop yet. We want to keep on going because we want to keep all of our stuff. That would be good. If we need to run, we need to run, but that's the plan. And of course, if we kind of sneak past them, we'll have to think about how we deal with that in the future. We might have to find another way into the dungeon, of which there are several different entrances. So that won't totally hold us back, but you know, it's a thing. So anyway, without further ado, we should get started, right? So set that. Happy days. If nothing else, you can enjoy it slowly filling up with sand. And let's go. Let's get in here. So we've got 2 rounds left before we need to rest. 2 turns before we need to rest. Let's put that there. I'm almost certainly going to hit my microphone over and over again, much to your upset and misery. Sorry about that. But hey, what can I do? I'm a wee little dungeon guy. And we're down here. We've just beat these rats. And we're going to keep on going around this way. So we can see... because these are 10-foot squares. We are... I need to get this microphone and camera and stuff in a position where it's all good. And we can lean over here and everything's fine. So we can see 30 foot down here. So that's 3. And it continues much as it does up here. There's a kind of gradual slope going up. And there's kind of like detritus on the floor. All these kind of alcoves. There's a word and it's left me. I don't know what the word is, but it's gone. So the wee graves that are in the walls, they're all destroyed. But we're gonna continue heading up in this direction. So 1, 2, 3. Once we're here, we can of course see this kind of comes here, and it comes here, and we can see this wall where we're going to keep on going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we can see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, here we can see that the ground's kind of clear. And then here we can see another statue. 5 pointed stars are a right pain to draw. Okay. So this has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here. So we can see that this carries on up here. And this then goes in that direction. And what does this statue look like? You may ask. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's find out, everybody. 15. So there's another statue of Toph. So this is the kind of human body, ibis-headed, so kind of like dog-headed kind of thing. Stood there with 2 arms by its eyes. And let's see what else. So yeah, that's a previous room. So the statue occupies a 8-foot diameter circle pedestal. So there's this big old pedestal that it stood on, and it mostly blocks this center square. So. And also the statue, is of a seated ibis scribe. So it's sat on a chair. On its lap is a book where he records the deeds of the dead. The left hand holds the book down, while the right hand holds a quill pen. The main block of the statue is onyx, the ibis head is ivory, as is the book and the quill. The ibis head has no gemstones in it. We need to check these things. The has no the headstone has no gems in it, merely empty holes. Okay, so there's just holes for the eyes. But given our experience of these things to date, we will attempt to, and if we check our notes, right, so we got our wee notes here. Yeah, we got our wee notes here. Completely illegible to you mere mortals because of my horrendous scribbly scroll. What we do have in here is Toff's left hand forward, right hand at the side. So, if we leave the right arm down as it is, and then we put the left arm out in like a straight kind of maneuver, gotta be, yeah. We'll do that, and as we do so, probably Blake kind of scrambles up there and starts faffing about with this here arm, lifts it up, so we can also see that down here this carries on. Does it? No, it doesn't. So this is closed here. Right, but as we lift this arm straight to point at this here wall, and we leave the other one down, a secret door opens up here, and we can see 3 down. So Jane's like, chaps, looks like we got something. All right, now let's tick off the dungeon marker. And then this is our rest turn. But we also need to check for monsters, right? Because down here in this section of the dungeon, we check every 3 turns, and there is a 1 in 6 chance of a monster. So that's no monster, because the 1 is the monster. Okay, cool. So there's no monster. And this corridor has opened up before us. So we will, almost certainly, I don't see any reason why we'd go back into this room. We will follow this corridor down. So it kind of heads down into the darkness, as we also need to light up a new torch. And you're carrying torches. I mean, you're burning torches. So that's your 4th one's gone. So that'll be 5. Okay. Good. And how many... This is one of those things. You've got to count them there squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So... 1... Do these match up properly? That's kind of annoying. They don't seem like they do match up properly. Do they? Yeah, so let's go here. 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And as we head down here for that kind of 6, this starts to open up. So that's taken us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, so we end kind of here. Let's tick off a box. And then, yeah, this is open. This seems to be opening up into a room. Let's have a look and see what... Oh, way down here. Okay. The narrow, undecorated passage from 315 opens suddenly into an enormous darkened hall whose walls rise out of the gloom some 30 feet to a coffer vaulted ceiling. It appears worn and draped in odd objects. And there is a statue. It's probably just glistening off at the moment because it's quite far down in the structure. But let's see if we can draw this at all. Alright, so this. Let's check, see whether that's, yeah, okay. Okay, so this goes up to, so 1, 2, and then this comes down to, I think my upstairs neighbour is returned. So they are making all of the noise physically possible. Very good. Love to see it. Love to hear it even more. So it comes down to... I might need to move this microphone over to the other side. We'll see. Because it's very difficult to maneuver around. I really should get like a ground standing one, because I don't really need one on an arm anymore, I don't think. So that comes down here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then comes down 5, and then this comes along like so. Now what we see here is what you're going to see is the worst circle ever drawn by a human hand. Alright, like so. And in here again is this massive statue of Thoth. Alright? Yeah. And then there's a door here, a door here, and then a door here, and a door here. And there's kind of scattered, so we've got kind of 2 pillars here. A pillar around here? No, probably more. Not long enough. I think I've drawn this slightly wrong, but oh well. This'll do. This'll do. Right, so back to the actual description of the thingamajig. Although it appears worn and draped objects, the cult statue of Thoth commands immediate attention from its pedestal lying in the center of a low pool. Rows of columns lead from the entrance towards the impressive statue, while empty iron sconces line the wall at 15-foot intervals. Just over half of the columns have been thrown down, leaving the fan's floor covered in dust and fragments of stone. Clear tracks through the debris lead towards the door in the southwest corner. So there are tracks, kind of leading down there. Yeah. And we can see these kind of pillars. Like so. Some of them are broken down, some of them are fine. Right, so something like that. Okay. As we slowly kind of maneuver through here, is there anything that's going to shoot at us? This is what I mean. The description for this room is like huge. Absolutely massive. It's like a whole A4 page of description. Several rotting corpses. As we go through, we can see the bodies of several rotting corpses of goblins, humans, and beastmen. They've been piled in front of a statue and pool, like some kind of sacrifice. A fresher pair of human corpses have been stripped of all clothes and pinned to the north wall with iron nails. So, kind of here on this wall, there's some like human corpses pinned up. Human corpses. Again, illegible scroll. Sorry. On that north wall. Okay. What else have we got in here? So we might... Oh, wow. Okay. As we go through, there are obscene images and vulgar phrases scrawled across the walls of the temple. In Arcatian. These include things like the ibis has been shorn, fucked off. We have known Toff, but there's better flesh to be known in Archontos. And where is your power now, bird brain? Oh, of course, an ibis is a bird. I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay. An enormous sketch of a crocodile devouring an ibis has been splashed with black paint on the western wall behind the Toff statue. The unpleasant graffiti and desecration is so potent. Okay, well, we don't have any evil characters, but I'm sure that's going to be a problem. Okay. What else have we got going on? Eastwards. Okay. So what is... So, let's just read this out and figure out what we're going to do with it. Not content with desecrating Toff's sanctuary, the cult took the opportunity to expand their own temple eastwards. They were in a position to carve 2 spy holes which look into the empty fane of Toff. Those spy holes are located 20 foot up on the western wall. It is 33% likely that spies will notice movement in the temple of Toff. That likelihood goes up to 66% if a group engages the slime kraken. See below. Oh, well, that'll be exciting. And extended combat. Still, even if the cult of Set notices the party, it is unlikely they will take action. Their awareness will, however, increase the likelihood of minions as Set in future areas. Okay. So let's give a percentile roll to see if that's happened. Come to me, D100. Do I have... I got this one, that's kind of ugly. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Come back. And they're definitely not a pair, but it's close enough for my eyes. Yeah, I'll do. So 33%, and we got 27. Okay, so we've been spotted. Now it's still this slime kraken we've heard so much about. So the statue of Toff, which of course we're going to cautiously head towards. The Toff stands in a classic semi-advancing pose, arms at his side. He takes the form of an ibis-headed human, some 20 foot tall. He wears a kilt and a headdress with a single feather in it. I really should bring this document to the left-hand side because I'm starting to hurt my neck. Okay, right, cool. And also I've got a light up there and it blinds me. Yeah, he wears a kilt, and my upstairs really enjoys like really bad European drill. Yeah, not good drill, just like really the statue is made of black marble, save for Yiba's head, which is of white marble. The eye sockets of the statue have gaping holes. Yeah, okay. Let's keep on going. Although they are unable to knock over the statue, it has been thoroughly defaced. It's covered in bits of dung and streaks of dried blood. The head of a beastman has been impaled on the feather headdress. That's not very nice. Should the sapphire... Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Is our cleric a follower? I think we've already kind of decided that no, the cleric doesn't know anything about Toff because they failed their role miserably. So, not much use in this dungeon, are you, cleric? Maybe we'll find something interesting later on for you to be faithful about. Especially given you lost your cure wounds on the first roll. Useless cleric. Right. Okay. The statue is okay. Right. The statue is centered in a basin, 3 foot tall and 15 foot in diameter. Although the basin originally contained cool, clean water, well, we wouldn't know that, so there's no point in telling me. It's been desecrated with a melodious, opaque liquid of sludgy consistency. In this lurks the slime kraken. Should the slime kraken be defeated? Right. Well, we don't know about this slime kraken yet. When does this slime kraken come out? One slime kraken, stunning with slime. When does the slime kraken? What's the opinion of this slime kraken? Right, okay, let's have a look at its stat sheet. Alignment neutral, so it's just an animal. And, I mean, is the party going to stick their hand in, rummage around in this slime pool for some stupid reason? I'd say a 1 or a 2, they're dumb enough to do it, and they aren't a clever bunch. 3 to 6, we're going to leave it be. 6, they leave it be. So now, because of that, I think it's less likely for the slime to be interested in them. So I'll say that the slime kraken will pop out for a bit of a scrap if we get a 1. And hello, wonderful people, we'll be cutting that one off there. I discovered that my amazing new hourglass didn't work properly. So find out what happens with that dice roll in the next episode. Oh yes. Thank you for your time. Sorry about this weird and awkward cut, but hey, I'm unprofessional. So, see you later. Bye-bye.